Hey there, fellow TIs. I'm not sure if you all have seen this particular flyer. I'm going to go ahead and read it, but I just wanted to mention something. Even though this is directed more towards California, it still applies. This still applies to us, because we're going through this. And, anyways, I think if a TI was to copy and paste this and then, change the state penal code sections to their state and then print out these flyers, we could maybe start having a little awakening or a movement or something. I just know that when I put flyers up and when I put my stickers that I put at gas pumps and other locations, when I go back to those places, all of my efforts are either destroyed or marked through with marker or just completely gone. So it's obvious that it's working. It's bothering somebody that doesn't want this information out. And, anyways, I think this is our best bet. We need to just hand out flyers like crazy. Let's make flyers, print them out at the library or do whatever, just do what you got to do to make your flyers. But this is the best way, guys, that we're going to get people on board with waking up to what's going on. So let me go ahead and read this for you guys. Public safety notice, gang stalking. This neighborhood has ongoing gang stalking activity, also known as organized stalking. The crime is not related to street gangs. Rather, it involves illegal surveillance and harassment of targeted individuals by multiple perpetrators, called perps or brown nosers, working together. Often the stalking is done for vengeance or to silence potential whistleblowers. Perpetrators who manage organized stalking operations are usually associated with private security, intelligence firms, or they are corrupt members or former members of the law enforcement community or criminal informants. Tactics include threats and abusive comments, breaking into the victim's residence, slander, lying about the victim, harassment by noise, sometimes from nearby residences, criminal invasion of the victim's privacy, for example, by tapping phone lines and hacking computers, the crime of eavesdropping, a violation of California Penal Code sections 630-638, and other serious violations of state and federal law. Now, I know we got some California TIs, so this you don't have to adjust anything. You can just print these out. Beware of persons who might be falsely impersonating law enforcement personnel in violation of California Penal Code Section 538D to recruit participants for gang stalking operations as distinguished from legitimate neighborhood watch programs. If you are in doubt about the identity of such persons, contact your local sheriff's office or police department. Okay. Stalking. Maliciously following, harassing, and threatening another person is a violation of California Penal Code Section 646.9 and may be punishable by up to 3 years in state prison for a first offense. Some of the tactics, such as entering a victim's residence or conducting certain types of surveillance without a search warrant or punishing an American without a trial, are also serious violations of federal law. To inquire about criminal prosecutions for gang stalking crimes, call the California Attorney General's office at this toll-free number, 1-800-952-5225. And just a little disclaimer, I don't even know if that's a working number, guys. And let me also put this disclaimer. I don't know if those California penal codes that I mentioned are actually the current ones, or maybe they've been updated and they have different numbers. I don't know. You're going to have to do your own due diligence. An ABC TV show demonstrated how gang stalkers can impersonate law enforcement personnel to recruit unsuspecting citizens. You can view it on YouTube. Search for Gang Stalking plus ABC plus John Quinones plus Comply or Question Authority. Crime survey statistics from the U.S. Department of Justice indicate that in 2006 there were an estimated 220,000 stalking incidents involving 3 or more perpetrators stalking an individual. History of organized stalking. Tactics employed by gang stalkers were used extensively by communist East Germany Stasi, state police, as a means of maintaining political control over its citizens. In the US, the tactics were famously used by the FBI during its secret illegal counterintelligence program, COINTELPRO, from 1956 until the program was exposed by civilian activists in 1971. The program mainly targeted political activists. Multiple news articles, which can be found at the website below, indicate that a more sophisticated and larger scale of counterintelligence crimes is now taking place. Absolutely the truth. I think you can also add people who are truth seekers, truth tellers, people who report, corrupt cops, people who report bad government officials, bad community workers, like even, just your city workers, people that, you see people, slacking off on the taxpayer's dime or whatever, and you go and report that, and then boom, you're on the list for, I guess you could say, being a tattletale, so to speak. But it's not that you're being a tattletale, you're just being proactive and reporting what's absolutely wrong. I mean, people need to be held accountable when they need to be held accountable, when they're doing stuff that ain't right. I mean, if you're slacking off on your job and you get reported, that's on you. I mean, there's a lot of people who really want to work and need a job, and I'm sure would value the job that, some people are just taking advantage of. Regardless, I think we might be able to have some headway, guys, if we just start printing these flyers like crazy. Or you know what? Even if you don't want to update the section that's about your state, describing the penal codes, then don't. Just print out these flyers and hand them out like crazy, because this is still gonna bring some type of awareness at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So let's just all try to do our part, guys. Let's all be activists and try to expose this program as much as we can. Even though we might get a little bit of backlash and they might amp up our targeting or whatever, I think we're all used to these stupid, things that they do to us. These stupid tactics, the harassment, Yeah, it might be temporary. I mean, they can't keep it up forever, because if they keep it extreme, I mean, it's going to be obvious. People are going to start noticing, and then they're going to give you good footage to record as well, especially when they become very obvious with their tactics, when they get aggressive. So just do your part, guys. Record. That is the, what do you call it? That's like cobalt. That's the cobalt for the, like cobalt for Superman, right? That's his weakness. That's the cobalt for gang stalkers, man. Pulling out your camera, holding them accountable, because then you got undisputable proof. Anyways, guys, I wish you a good one. Let's just all stay strong and, maintain our center, and just try to stay grounded, guys. Much love, much peace. Take care.